Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin by saying Barakatha, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Salutations to the sincere Akim that pushed this truth for no due diligence and sincerity. Yeah, man, it's the brother Allah coming at you again with another sit down in the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kadash. Yo, the deliverance of the elect, man, it's gonna be magnificent. Chariots is how we're gonna be beamed up out of here, man. See, Isaiah the 66th chapter and the 15th verse, Revelations 1 and 3, all speak to the book of Habakkuk. Yeah, all speak to the destruction that the Lord is gonna bring when He returns, man. You see, the Lord is coming back with the chariots of Israel, man. And in there are going to be Yahweh Shai himself and the Fathership and the angels. And they're going to bring great destruction upon the face of the earth. They're coming back to bring fire. They're coming back to bring recompense for all of the evil that's been done unto Israel. Ultimately, they're coming back to bring death unto Esau, Edom, and his kind, man. Starting first and foremost in the house of the thief, daughter of Babylon, America, and then the other expansions of the empire, Europe, etc. But combined with that, they're also coming back to do a reconnaissance mission to redeem the elect out of the four corners where they've been scattered, man, and take them back up onto Yahweh Shai, man. And that is all throughout the scriptures, but plainly written in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. So like 2nd Ezra, I believe it would be the 13th chapter. So like excuse me, that speaks about Yahweh Shai coming back on that fathership that was so big Ezra couldn't see the beginning or the end of it. That's the level of deliverance that we can expect in this time to come. You see, when Yahweh Shai returns, everything's gonna stop, man. Because every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess once the Lord starts to get busy that He is Lord, man. But in the midst of all of that madness, you're gonna see everything, man, pause, man. Because Yahweh Shai is gonna come with such magnitude and such glory that it's going to be impossible but to acknowledge, man, His power, man, and His might. You see, through that fathership, the Lord is going to bring great judgment upon the earth, Esau, Edom, and his armies. Yeah, when the scripture speaks in Revelations about the war in heaven, Satan and his angels fighting against the Lord and his angels, it's a metaphoric reference for Esau, Edom, and his fighter jets attempting to fight and take on the Lord and the angels and those chariots of Israel, man, and failing miserably. The Lord is going to not only obliterate the wicked using those chariots, but He's also going to use them as a vehicle for deliverance for the elect's sake, man. We are going to be delivered, Yahweh Shai Ra'azah, through those chariots, man. And the thing is like, literally, the magnificence of our deliverance is going to be so undeniable, yeah, and so evident. It's going to be spoken of for generations and centuries forevermore. You see, the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, speaks about the strangeness of our salvation, man. So far beyond all that they looked for, because the way that we're going to get delivered is going to be so far out there that ultimately the 2/3, these heathen, especially Esau, Edom, the wicked of Esau, Edom, man, yeah, that thought that they had us in their trick bag, are going to be so dumbfounded that literally, man, they're going to literally marvel at the strangeness of our salvation, so far beyond anything that they look for. Yeah, Esau, Edom knows about the chariots. You know, he's probably got people out. He's got people out. Not even probably. Sorry, they got the space stations, the Hubble space station, all of these different space station spots. They got these space forces. America has the most mainstream run, but Russia has one. A lot of these European nations got branches of their military that look into space. Here in the UK, space technology is a very big industry, multi-million-pound industry. You wonder why? They're not just out there just looking for ET on Mars. They're out there because they know the chariots of Yahweh Hashem man are around, and they're observing, man. Hey, so ultimately, Esau Edom knows, man. He knows that the chariots of Yasha Allah are a real thing, man. They know, and ultimately, they fear the chariots, man. They fear Yahweh and they fear the judgment that's coming. Because they know that once they see those chariots in the sky, man, once the Lord fulfills that word, what he told Pontius Pilate, know ye not, I can call down legions of angels. When the Lord really does make that happen, man, yo, be afraid. Be very afraid, man. But for the elect, on the other hand, rejoice, man. For our salvation cometh, draweth nigh. When we shall see the Lord coming from the east to the west, from the east to the west, man. When we see those chariots flying, man, ferociously through the sky, coming back to deliver the elect, know that, hey, man, Yahweh shall as long as we've done what we need to do, salvation is, Lord willing, at the door, man, if we be a part of that number. Because there is 144,000 that are going to get saved, without a shadow of a doubt. There will be men getting beamed up into chariots, man. We just want to be a part of that. That's the only thing. We just hope to be a part of that number. Numerous different brothers have had dreams of chariots, man. I remember the brother Shaman spoke of his dream and literally waking up in the middle of the tractor being beamed on him, but he didn't know in that moment whether it was destruction or whether it was deliverance. And in the midst of it all, there was chaos going on. I remember there was another dream, it might have been a brother's wife, speaking about literally in the dream seeing missiles being shot and then the chariots coming through and then beaming up the elect simultaneously. That speaks to the scarceness of how the salvation of the elect is going to come. That speaks to the fact that ultimately, man, the Lord ain't going to give you a clear-cut path on where... I mean, you'll have signs, you'll have an inkling, and your spirit and your vibration, your eagerness to do this word, your sincerity will be the reason for your faith that you'll be delivered. But at the end of the day, until we're on those chariots, man, forgiven and given those eternally righteous bodies, you don't know if you're of the elect. 100%, we are the hopeful elect. But ultimately, like, it's down to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh and his deliverance, man, before we can turn around and say, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, you know, we were not just called but chosen also, but we have a good inkling, a good sign. Understand that the time that we're coming into, man, there'll be a time of extreme judgment. Extreme. You're going to see death the kind of which you've never seen, man. You're going to see suffering and pain the likes of which you've never seen. It's going to be a time of trouble such as has never been on the earth since there was a nation. And think about all the atrocities. Think about all of the events, the flood of Noah, 70 AD, like the different captivities and the nations that came upon us. Like even when Joshua and them on this time, the righteous side of things, were slaying all of them Hamites, man, in the name of the Lord, because they were wicked and they had to get evil brought upon them. Evil meaning a bad time. They had to get a bad time brought upon them for all of the fuckery that they were doing. And all of that, the Lord has said that's going to be a time of trouble such as never has been upon the face of the planet Earth. So there's going to be evils on the earth, the likes of which have never been experienced, ever. It's going to be so bad, the Lord is literally going to have to take us out of the hemisphere, man. Literally out of here. The Lord's going to have to take us out of here to bring his judgment and then bring us back onto the earth. Think about the level of... Yo, have fear unto the Lord. It is important to live. It is important to fear the Father of spirits, man. But you see, Yahweh is coming back on those chariots, man. You know, brothers, as faith boosters, occasionally, every now and then, the Lord will let you see one of the chariots, man, because at the end of the day, you know, it boosts your faith, man. Boosts your faith. I've had situations where I've been around people and I'm looking directly at the chariot, pointing at it, and they can't see it, like, you know, like how the Apostle Paul, for example, when he got knocked off the horse and translated, man, he could see the kingdom of heaven. Nobody else around him could see it because the Lord at that moment in time was dealing directly with him. Yahweh Shai. Of course, the Lord was dealing with me and the brothers and the Akim, you know, and has mercy on the Akwaf also, you know, and the rest of the 1/3, but the children and that. But ultimately, The chariots of the Lord, man, sometimes will reveal themselves unto brothers or intervene when we're going through hell as a faith booster. But you better believe the time's coming where they ain't gonna need to hide themselves, because they're gonna make themselves known, man. It's gonna be a common thing. The same way I'm on the road right now in my earthly chariot, my vehicle, and a car, and driving around. Chariots are gonna be common knowledge. Like we're not gonna have, you know, Toyotas and Hyundais in the kingdom or nothing, but like how cars are common now. When people see the chariots of the Lord in the not so distant future, the very near future, they're gonna know exactly what that is, man. Because the Lord is about to use His vehicles, man, of salvation to bring destruction unto the wicked, but salvation unto the elect. It's a beautiful thing, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. You see, in Acts, the 1st chapter, it's written, man, the angels spoke unto the elect, and they said, this same Yahushua, which is taken up into heaven, the same way you've seen him leave, it's the same way you're going to see him come. But this time when the Lord returns, he's not coming and going quietly, man. He's coming to take over. A hostile takeover, but unrighteousness at that, man. And death unto the wicked. You better believe it, man. The Lord is coming back to bring judgment, man. And we are at the precipice of it. Stay faithful, Akim. Keep your faith. Keep pushing. And Lord willing, man, may we be found in the Lord's chambers, man, and delivered from this. Because, you know, when, like I said in my previous video, you know, Lord willing, you're a part of that 144,000 and the 1/3 that get delivered. When, Lord willing, you're in that chariot, Lord willing, man, getting delivered, looking down through the sea of glass upon the rest of the world and people beneath you, man, getting smoked to death by them nukes, getting caught up and messed up in the time of Jacob's trouble. Yahweh Shai, that will be your justification, that you were were and are one of the Lord's elect. Until then, keep fighting the good fight of faith, keep pushing, and may the Lord Yahweh Shai Barakatham bless us all. Shalom. Kwame Ashala. Shalom.